Oh, there it goes.
Got it. So I talked to Ryan today, and he said something that literally made me laugh out loud.
Okay.
He said he, of course, he hit me up because he needed something. All right, cool, no big deal. But then he went on to say, he said, I haven't caught up on the episodes yet, but I'm on the Cinnabon one. And I was like, all right, yeah, we should be getting together this evening to record. So you have that to look forward to. And he said when he listens to the show, it makes him think of the time when we used to be in the basement of that old building, and he would just hear Nigel blurt out something. And I just started dying laughing because I'm just like, yes, it sounds like the old building. It sounds like the old building.
Yeah.
So he
I love
said
it.
he says because I laughed out loud, and I said I actually laughed out loud on that one, and he said I laugh out loud every episode. So figured
I
I'd
saw him
share
in
that with you.
I saw him in the office the other day. He gave me a hug, and I guess wished him happy early birthday because we're both Sagittarius, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And he's actually having something this weekend. I think I might slide through. See
Oh,
him.
that's what's up.
Yeah, he's doing
That's
like a
what's up.
performance.
Yeah,
So
he's always promoting him and his homie.
yeah, like the whatever his name,
I mean,
but
they're always performing at bars and stuff, and I'm not a
yeah,
bar guy.
I'm gonna try to go this Saturday. I don't like leaving the house, so we'll see.
Okay. Okay. Well, I got something for you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can share my screen out. Where was it? There we go. Oh crap. It moved. Nope. Got it. All right. So share screen, advanced settings, multiple. Okay, share. AirPlay on the iPhone or iPad. Let's see. Screen mirroring. That's that TV. No, I don't want that one. That's right. The tech guy is trying to figure out the tech stuff in real life. Optional, share, sound. So I should just be able to hit screen mirroring and then it should show up, but it's not showing up. Oh, so I know it's crazy with the latest update to iOS when it comes to AirPlay. Is it AirPlay?
Sure.
When you airdropping,
Yeah.
you can only share with anyone for like 10 minutes at a time. You've got to either have someone be a contact or you can reach out to them directly. So I had to turn that on and it's still not showing up. A player is messed up in the game. How can I do this? I don't know. Say something funny because you're funny, Nigel. You're hilarious.
What does a pirate say for their 80th birthday?
Ahoy, matey. I don't know. What does a pirate say?
Aye, matey.
I just caught it. I was close. I was
Okay,
close. I
yeah,
said
you're close. Yeah,
ahoy.
you were. I was like, oh shit.
I was I wasn't thinking I'm 80, but yeah, I like it. All right, so now I got to search because I just think it's perfect for us. What is this person's name? Yeah, I'm doing too much.
Probably.
Born,
I mean,
born
it's
a
fine.
king.
I mean, why not?
Exactly right. Why not?
That's usually my mantra in life, actually. Why not and fuck it. So I usually like go through life with like, hey, if I can respond with why not and fuck it, or both, I do
Why
it.
not?
Like I
Why
just
not fuck it?
love it.
I mean,
Yeah,
why not
why
fuck it
not
is
fuck it? Oh, those are glorious nights. I've had some wonderful nights just because it's like, hey, you want to join me in this or whatever? Like I'm like, yeah, sure. And I've spread that mantra around. One of my friends actually went to an event and she saw a tiger and got to pet him because it was like, well, I didn't think I was gonna go to that event. And I was like, well, did you go? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, all right, so you did the fuck it, right? And it's like,
right.
yeah, but there was a fucking tiger in a cage. I was like, bitch. I was like, that's bitches. I was like, that was tight. I was like, I'm glad you went.
That's a serious ass event. Now it would have been more serious if they let the tiger out. Sedated or not, it's still a free roaming
Well, see,
tiger.
I didn't want to ask more questions because I was like, oh, that sounds crazy. I was like, I feel like he was in like a, what was that Tom Cruise movie with what's her face? It wasn't Vanilla Sky. It was some
About to
other.
say Vanilla Sky.
It was like a sex orgy, whatever. I was like,
Oh,
yo,
Eyes Wide Shut.
yeah, I was like,
Eyes Wide
you
Shut
was in
party.
some crazy shit, right? I'm glad you made it out.
Speaking of Eyes Wide Shut, this is perfect. I present to you this woman and her skeesentation.
Yeah.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Were new to me, which is let's go. So, how many sexual partners did I have in the 2022 season? I had 55 in total.
So you heard that correctly. The 2022 season of sexual partners.
That's gross.
If you're not watching this, well, you are watching this because this is YouTube only. No need to explain. Let's go.
Total. Of those 54 were new to me, which is an average of 1.05 partners a week, which I am pretty proud of, I can't lie. So I'm now up to a total current partner number of 91. Only 12 of them I shagged more than once.
Extra credit for saying shagged.
And 38 of them were met through swingers clubs. The gender split, it's done into men and women because as far as I know, I didn't shag anybody non-binary. So in total, we had 33 men, 10 of which had big dicks, which I'm counting as 7 inches or bigger. 2 of those were DILFs. Women, 21 women, which I feel is pretty good, giving lots of bisexual energy. 2 of those were MILFs. Of those 21 women, 5 of them at least, I was there confirmed first time with another girl, with 2 more were either potentially their first time or very early on into their, shagging women journey. Injuries I received, a nipple piercing, a dual nipple piercing infection, a ripped nipple piercing, which actually I received as a result of getting out of the shower, but it, affected my sex life, so we're counting it there, so I don't have to take responsibility for it. A cut urethra from someone's fingernails, and a bruised nose from where someone was sat on my face at a bit of an angle, and it bruised all here. But you know what, hashtag no regrets, I'd rather have someone sat on my face than a nose that isn't bruised. My favourite shags of the year was my first Greedy Girl gangbang. I think, shagging 14 people in one night was pretty impressive of me.
Wait,
And,
what? Wow. 14 people? I mean, so she if you look at the count, then she said there's 21 people that she shagged that are female. So if it's a Greedy Girl gangbang with 21, like that's the count. That's it. She's counting that whole experience as like, oh, I fucked everybody.
I mean, I guess if you're in that scenario, why not?
Oh my God.
Why not?
I'm very proud of myself for
okay.
it. The spontaneous threesome I had near my birthday, again, it was just really horny, and I loved it, and it was wonderful. And then the first time I shagged in a gay club toilet was also very unexpected, and then we went back to mine, and it was hot.
Oh my gosh.
So here are the list of firsts. I will whiz through these. My first MILF, my first swingers club, my first penetrative.
Just to read: penetrative threesome, gangbang, pegging, being pegged by a girl, boinking in a normal club, getting squirted on, scissoring since 15, boinking 2 girls at the same time, car boink and roadhead, time being called mommy. Someone had a panic attack while having boink with her, and first hate boink. What?
That was the X, maybe. But I mean, like, most of those I feel like are covered in the Greedy Girl gangbang or whatever that shit was called.
Well, just figured it was everything there that you could judge, and it was a great way to start the year.
Yeah, I mean,
new year, new us.
Yeah.
New year, new us. I don't know about you, sir, if you're ready for this actual show recording.
Yeah, let's go.
You're gonna blow our mind. I am not ready. That is the thing.
Oh no, you're not gonna be ready for this. Some of the stuff. It's gonna be fun.
I am not ready for saying my parts because I didn't open those windows. Because I've also edited that. It was a little toothy. So I just cut it down to it. Because realistically, people ain't calling and leaving emails. Like I might cut it some more and just like, hey, all this shit's in the description. But I just cut out a lot of the language just to make it flow a little bit easier. All right, now I am ready and I will start the recording.
All right, welcome back to the Don't Judge Me podcast. You're here today with Sir Nigel, House of the Wave Files from the Dark Gray Triad. Who's looking left? Because I'm not right. Fat Boy Fall is over, but New Year, New Me is here. I will introduce my co-host. Boop.
I'm Boop.
Yeah, because you are fantastic.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment in the new year. Let's keep it real light skin. All of the 9-9 in the 2023. First and foremost, thank you, the jury, for joining us here and listening to the Don't Judge Me podcast, where it is absolutely your pleasure to make our acquaintance. I just want to remind you that you can reach out to the podcast courtroom by doing one or all of the following. Leave a voicemail at 410-834-1562. Send us an email at don'tjudgepod@gmail.com or hit Sir Nigel on his House of Wave Files messaging system, aka WhatsApp, at Don't Judge Me Podcast. Then anything and everything you say and or write will be then brought up to fellow jury members and you will be judged accordingly. Also, if you'd like to get a little more time with us, visit our YouTube page at Don't Judge Me Podcast, where we are currently streaming. And with that out of the way, I'd like to get this show in session and hopefully break for recess before things really get out of hand, because we shall proceed to continue to judge in life.
Yep, so it's my week. Start the new year off with a bang. And we're going to start off with a tacky couple shamed for blocking row to find right passenger for third seat. Now, imagine you're on an airplane. You got the window seat, you got the middle seat, and you're looking for that aisle seat. Oh, no, bitch, you too fat. Oh, you look like you got drama. So they got criticized because they were like, yeah, we're gonna hold up this line until we find the right ones. And I guess they were trying to judge them, but I do that all the time. I definitely get bigger. I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna be uncomfortable. And I just, I'd be like, hey, I'm here. And they'd be like, nah, I don't want to sit next to him. But mind you, it's free seating, so you can sit anywhere you want.
So this is Southwest.
Yeah, probably.
Spirit. Southwest is Spirit.
Yeah, but they got judged because they were like, yeah, no, you're not the right fit for us. And they got judged. They were like, hey, look, you can't do that. And it was like, but everybody does that. Well, that's what I think, at least.
What you described is different, because what you're actually doing is letting the other passengers make the decision. Sure, you're setting them up because you're getting bigger and smaller, right? You're relaxing and you're tightening up or whatever. But what these passengers were doing is, like, someone was coming up to them and was like, hey, I want to sit here. And they were like, no, you ugly. You can't sit with us. And and dismissing people and what have you. So they are absolutely going to get it. Ain't shit. It's free seating. It's first come, first serve. Like,
that's also why, why you do that too, right? Like, I mean, you go with the Southwest because it's like, it's cheap and I'll take what I can get, but I can also bully a little bit. And it's like, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Yeah,
it doesn't work. And apparently that's what happened, because they got called to action. Like, you can't do what you're doing.
So someone wants to sit here. Tacky though. Like, I feel like
it's tacky because, like, if they're actually saying, like, talk to the hand.
Not tacky.
Like,
it's judgmental.
It's tacky because, again, like, if everyone does it, but they're actually tricking the other passengers into making a decision.
If a whole plane was to do it, it would be, it would be rude. It'd be like, nah, we're good. You sitting in the toilet and you're like, God damn.
I mean, it's Southwest. You're sitting on the toilet. Like, it's no difference in any seat. It's just like, it's no leg room. It's barely a seatbelt. You're getting peanuts and ginger ale. Like, what else? There's The
Yeah, hot
only
mess
perk,
express.
the only perk is the aisle seat because you can stretch one leg out.
Yeah, no real talk. Until they hit you in the shoulder. So gas station heroin was just banned in Ohio.
Gas station. So when you said heroin, first, I'm gonna go back to the first one. I thought the first story was about like a couple driving down the road looking for a third party to have sex with. Like I thought it was like a threesome story. And then this story, when it says gas station heroin, I'm thinking that a woman is doing something heroic at a
No.
gas station.
Nah,
But no,
we're
you're
talking
talking
about the
about,
cocaina,
you're
the
talking about gas
heroin,
station
heroin.
smack. And
Smack, which is recently banned in Ohio. Ohio is the latest state to ban TNP, an antidepressant known as Zaza, which I thought Zaza was weed, actually.
I thought it was too.
Or gas station heroin because it mimics the effects of opioids. So when they talk about Zaza, they're talking about like heroin. I didn't know that.
I don't
That's
know
crazy.
anything. I'm an old man.
You know, I'm gonna tell you right now. The other day I talked to my brother. I was like, "Yo, you got that Zaza?" I was talking about weed. I wasn't talking about no fucking heroin. God damn.
So like
heroin.
Think of where your
Shit.
life is, where you're like, I want to get high, but I want to get high so bad. I'm gonna buy something behind a bulletproof glass at a gas station that has like fun packaging.
What was that fake weed? It was like M3 or MX3 or MZ3 or M something 3. It was something that sort of gas station. It was like the replacement weed, and like motherfuckers was like,
it has on the packaging, not for human consumption.
No, it's like, yo, please do not consume this. And it's like, oh yeah,
I'm gonna consume it. Like where are you in your life where you're consuming things that shouldn't be? You're an addict. That's just it.
The second I go to a gas station,
it.
I'm like, yo, let me get that Rhino Zaza. Like, I am in a bad place. Bad place.
I go to gas stations because I have to, not because I'm looking for something.
No.
Like
it's
I have
like,
a vehicle.
I've
got to get gas.
Coming over later. Let me get that Zaza Rhino giraffe shit.
So to judge this, I'm gonna say I'm gonna gently judge it because like when has the banning of anything ever stopped anything?
No, somebody's gonna be selling Zaza in the back of a 7-Eleven.
Like they sell around here, they sell live crabs on the side of the road. So why wouldn't they sell Zaza on the side of the road in Ohio?
I mean, weed is sold everywhere around here, and it's illegal. So, I mean, well, kind of. So,
that's the thing. Like, so if I can sell, like, if this product can be sold, what's to stop me from just like selling these packs?
Nothing.
Like, order them in bulk from the wherever, and just sell these packs on the street for $3, or just cut the middleman out, or whatever the charge is in the store, just sell it cheaper. Like, you gonna win. Because these motherfuckers want to get high, and you the only person with them.
Yeah.
I'm selling drugs that's not real drugs, but whatever. Like, I'm selling chemical compounds. I am selling middle school science projects, and people are getting high off of. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. But hey, this a can that you shouldn't probably sniff? Let's sniff it. And
he's gonna open up his jacket. On one side, he's got computer aerosol cans, and on the other side, he's got these Zaza packs. Like, what you want? What you here for? Speaking of which, I hope you didn't have this in your story. Drake Bell, you know who Drake Bell is from Drake and Josh?
Yeah, the one that like child trafficking or something.
Nah, well, he did take a 15-year-old across state lines or some shit like that. But what I didn't know was he was married throughout all of this shit.
Oh wow, okay.
His wife finally separated from him because
of course
there were pictures of him online with his daughter in the car, huffing a balloon, like sitting in the front seat of the car while his daughter's in the back, and he was like inhaling some chemical compound through a balloon. And I'm just like, oh, he get high. Like, it's not saying it was helium. It's just like whatever was in the balloon.
Either way, you're still with your kid driving. It's just it's still not a good look.
He's in a fishbowl, just sitting there, just huffing a balloon. Like, yo, you got a problem.
Yeah,
a balloon. Like he went to a party, saw a balloon, and was like, yo, I could do something with that.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I have it mobile. I can load it up and then take it with me, like, and then just hit it whenever I want. And then of course I'm gonna take a picture of it. So
No, he didn't take a
'cause-
picture. Somebody took a picture of him doing it because he's in a
by the way,
fishbowl, and they're like, "Hey, it's Drake Bell," and then he's like, "Is he getting high?" And his daughter's in the back, and then yeah,
of course, yeah, because as it should. That's how you get hemmed up. You can't be out in public. You can't be famous. Look, if I was doing anything shady, I'm not gonna be famous. If I won the lottery, I ain't doing nothing shady ever again.
oh, there's no reason to.
There's gonna be cameras on me. You'd be like, "Oh,
Speaking of
is that you
lottery,
shitting on the street?" And I'll be like, "Oh, I don't know."
speaking of lottery, since the pandemic, so I don't between the Mega Millions and the Powerball, there have been at least 4 different prizes of $900 million or more, and it's just
Yeah.
like you can't tell me this shit isn't rigged because there's no way. It's more people playing the lottery more than ever, so there should be more numbers out there that can win.
Yeah.
But everybody's losing every week
Probably
to get to
right.
$1 billion. And I promise you, all it would take is for someone to not take the cash payout and someone to just be like, nah, y'all gonna pay me over 30 years. And then the truth to come out in lottery, like, we ain't got it. We ain't got the money to pay you out over 30 years.
Nope, exactly.
Because there's too many super mega jackpots. How you gonna make basically 4 billionaires in 2 years?
No, it's fake.
Like this shit is rigged, but I'm gonna keep playing because I might, it could be rigged in my favor. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like it's only $2, right? That's better than sports betting. $2 to win $1 billion, like regardless of the odds, like I just feel like that's good for me. That's all.
No, it is. I mean, you're winning.
That's good for me. I can lose $2, but I can do a lot more with $1 billion.
I'll do everything with $1 billion. No, I would do the most. The mostest.
$1 billion paid out over 30 years because I'm not gonna take that lump sum.
No,
Nope.
I mean,
Mm-mm.
it's
30
funny
years.
because I always thought it was like, oh, I'm gonna take the pie out. But after I talked to you, I was like, yo, that shit makes sense. Like, take it over. I mean, like, you're still making like $200,000-$300,000 a year. Like, I mean, you're winning. Like, I mean, like,
yeah, you win. Like you
yeah,
win,
I mean,
and then
even if
it
you
comes
don't
back.
make it out. Like, I mean, you got more money than you need to.
The first check, you'd be like, I'm never going to spend all of this, and if I do, I got a problem.
No, and after like 2-3 years, you won't because it's honestly too much.
Yes.
I mean, the first year maybe, second year maybe, third year you're gonna spend like half of it, and like fourth year it's gonna be like I don't.
You only
even
have to
need
spend
this
half.
truck.
You already bought the house. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like
what I'm saying.
the,
Like, so, like, it's gonna be get to a point where you're just like, I'm good,
Mhm.
and I can buy something reckless, but after a while, it's like I've driven a Ferrari, I've driven a. I mean, like, I'm good. Like, I don't really need that shit.
you buy your own pickleball team because apparently
Yeah, and then
pickleball is
you
a
just
thing.
start spending on stupid shit, but it's like low ball stupid shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you want to invest $10,000 in this up and coming Baltimore dance group? Fuck it, whatever. I don't give a shit. Like,
Whatever.
hey, like, I got money, dog. Like $10,000, that's easy. Like, I make that
Easy.
in a second. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. I don't give a shit. But anyway, but you know what these people probably were thinking? I want to be a billionaire too. Thousands lost power on Xmas so 2 guys could rob a store.
So it was a setup.
Yeah, and apparently I think it was California. I don't even remember what it was.
Ooh,
They started
that's a
hitting
good one.
all the power stations. They were like, yo, fuck this joint. Grid down, grid down, grid down. Fourth grade, however, the motherfuckers didn't study up because they started doing sparks and they didn't do it right. And so, of course, they looped in the FBI, and FBI was like, yeah, we pinged your cell phones and we found you. Like, what do you dumb? Like, I mean, you had
I was
your cell
going.
phone.
I was going to shoot them bail even if they didn't get the fourth one up until you said cell phones. I'm going to commit a crime with my cell phone in my pocket.
Yeah, we had your cell phone. And the thing is, what bothered me is the whole story doesn't mention what local store they were trying to rob. So I can only imagine it was like a Walmart. Like, I feel like it was like, yo, I mean, because like you hitting four power stations. Like, I mean, that needs to be like a K Jewelers or something. Like, I don't know what you were trying to hit, but you hit 4 stations.
Yeah, they ain't shit. I think the concept this is like, you know, Netflix movie. villainy. We're
Little
going to hit
bit.
the power grid, and then we're going to the next layer of it would be to free, someone's in prison, brother.
Yeah, somebody's in
We'll throw
prison.
that.
Or we're,
But he has the information to get them into the vault that has the money. It's money in all these other boxes, but they're looking for one specific box that has like a diamond in it that when you look at it, it gives you coordinates to a bigger, like, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
it's some
that's
national
what that
treasure
is.
shit.
Yeah, that's what that is. But for having their cell phone in their pockets, like motherfuckers, like they triangulating. That's they just going through Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile. Like, can you tell me who was around here at this time? Got it. That's how they solved this crime. Who was here at this time?
No, but that's the problem I have. Is like, bro, you didn't think about like, I mean, like, given, don't get me wrong, I would never commit a crime. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if I did, my phone would be in my house as I go do things, and I would have a prepaid and go
That I
from
bought
there.
in cash that I bought
Yes,
a year
under
before.
some other name, like Miguel Hernandez, and I would do my thing. Like I mean, like even if I went to the store, like, it would be from a 7-Eleven with a hoodie and like fucking other shit in cash. Like I don't understand. Like you went with your real phone, like you check your Instagram while you were doing the heist. Oh, let me see. Let me check my location. Let me check in to the power grid. They never gonna get me, dog.
They were probably looking up the instructions on YouTube how to blow up a generator without dying.
Bruh. And the thing is, that's what one of them said. It was actually like the fourth one didn't like read the instructions right or something. It was something, but that's why they fucked up because it was like they didn't do it right. And I'm like, dog, like each one has the same power grid structure. Like, I mean, I don't know nothing about power grids, but I'm assuming each one is like the same because you got like stupid people working there. Like, I mean, like, not stupid, but like people that probably don't know what's going on. So you got to keep it consistent.
Yeah, that wasn't smart. Shame on them. Shame
smart.
on them.
Let me dive into technology. So I remember one point in our time knowing each other, I think I used to say like when you be like LOL, I'm like, are you really laughing?
Okay.
And so this guy created the LOL verifier. It's a device you can connect to your technology, and you can't type LOL unless you literally laugh. You may now type LOL.
I need him to touch a titty.
That's
He ain't shit.
No.
He ain't shit. Like that's what? So I
It's
can't
a
type
device that
ha.
literally says LOL on the front of it. You connect it to your computer or your phone or whatever, and you cannot type LOL unless you literally laugh and it hears you.
I'm gonna just improperly eject it and just pull out the USB cable. I ain't got time for this shit.
I mean, like, why? Like, I use LOL all the time.
I use ha more than I use LOL.
I use
Because in my
LOL.
mind, I'm just like, that was funny, but I'm not. Maybe subconsciously, I'm like, I wasn't laughing out loud, so I'm not typing LOL. And then when I type LOL or LMAFO, whatever fuck, I make sure I let the person know, like, I really was doing blah, 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 blah.
You know, like, I usually say, like, I hollered. And that's my, like, my LOL. Like, I hollered. But it's very rare where I put that. But I'll do a LOL, like, for happenstance, just anywhere. Like, oh, LOL.
Yeah, that's okay. My ha. That's my LOL is ha.
Yeah,
like I get it. I see it. I get it. That's what that means.
Yeah,
but I don't need a third party peripheral device telling me you haven't laughed, so you can't.
Yeah, you can't type
you
it.
don't own me.
That's stupid.
You don't know my life. My laughing out loud is internal. It's an internal voice that's laughing out loud. How about that? Because isn't that really the answer? Internally, you're laughing out loud.
Yeah. So keeping it on technology, controversial babysitter alternative is a godsend for parents if it doesn't get them arrested. So what this couple was doing was use the baby monitor, put it on their baby, and they would just go out. If the baby moved, they would just get a notification on their phone. Oh, he's crawling out the crib. Maybe we should go back home. And yeah, use the baby monitor as a babysitter.
So this just happened in real life. Mm-hmm. And the mom was arrested.
Mm-hmm.
couple. One was the husband was a producer for ABC, maybe Good Morning America. No one knew the order of the details, but it was first reported husband died of a heart attack while they were out at dinner. Husband died of a heart attack while they were out at dinner. Next day, after the heart attack, wife arrested for child endangerment. They were out of town on a trip. They decided they wanted to have a date night. They left their 2 kids, ages 2 and a few months, in the hotel alone with the baby monitor so that they can go out on a dinner date. And that's where the husband died. And because the wife chose to go with the husband to the hospital instead of going back to the hotel to get her babies, age 2 in X amount of months, the police caught wind that the kids were unattended and the mother was arrested. And it's just like, yeah, you made a horrible decision the whole time. You should have hired a nanny. You should have not went to that dinner. You should have gone to somewhere else. You brought your kids on vacation. You are responsible for them. You are unfit as a parent and you don't have a husband anymore. Because it's not just on the mom. The dad was okay with that decision too. It's just that you can't penalize him for it because he did. He had a heart attack and died.
Oh, but real talk, I'm like, yo, I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I understand, I appreciate technology to a certain standard, but it's like, you're just gonna leave your kids under surveillance? I mean, like, there's nothing you could do. If you see the kid like literally like drowning, if you drive home, that's still like 15 minutes or 20 minutes or 30 minutes. Like, who knows how long it is? I mean, like, you can't be there because kids getting all types of reckless nonsense. I know when I was younger, there was a hot plate. I put my hand on it. Like, I mean, like, you gonna drive home and stop me? Like, I'm like this.
What they're really doing is asking their kids to be responsible. Yeah, and it's that's not realistic. You're unfit. You should not have children. And I honestly hope she loses custody because, like, the only reason we know is because her husband died.
Yeah.
Because if he didn't die, it would still be going on. Like, your kids would be getting kidnapped by aliens. The house could be on fire. There's nothing you can do other than watch it because your ass has left them to their own devices so that a device can monitor them.
Yeah. And then it's like, unfit. I mean, how'd that happen? Because you wasn't a good parent. Like, get out of here.
Unfit. She said she called her mom, her friends, no one was available because, motherfucker, you should have been available. This isn't what you should have done. And, like, granted, pressure situation, husband's having cardiac arrest, there's a medical emergency, you don't know what to do, but your husband was in the hands of trained professionals. Go to those kids. Nope, you went to the hospital with your husband.
Yeah, you should have got the kids, came back. I mean, like, whatever the case may be, but like,
should have had the kids the whole time, but like,
yeah.
There you go. No husband and hopefully no kids. Y'all ain't shit.
No, but so I want to keep on the stream of technology. Have you seen the new Megan trailer?
I have not.
Okay, so the premise of this movie is about a AI sentient doll who is built kind of like AI with the kid from Sixth Sense. So it's a doll that's created to be the best friend of a kid. But of course, this doll becomes psycho, right? Now, the problem I have with this doll is this thing right here. I'm gonna share my screen and share audio. You see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
What's wrong with you? Don't worry, Katie. I won't let anything harm you. Ever again. Nice.
Okay, so this I'm gonna do one more time because this shit was so weird. The whole trailer, but the dancing bothers me. That shit.
What's wrong with you?
So anyway, I'm gonna stop sharing. So this whole premise is a little white girl who becomes a friend, I guess, of this other white girl. and this robot white girl becomes crazy. Now, the article I want to address is that now you can talk to Megan
Mhm.
like Nico, and she will respond accordingly.
So they have like a website.
Yes. Where you can ask Megan, who knows, what's up? And she will respond accordingly. So, for example, one of the things was like, hey, Megan, what's going on? She says, hey, I'm glad to hear from you. I'm a Model 3 Android, but you can just call me Megan. I love to be your friend. Do you want to hang out for a while? It's Nico. This is happening.
Whoa, you said the dancing disturbed you. So Nico
did.
was
It
going
was
to have
weird
some
as fuck.
disturbing qualities.
No, it was weird. It was weird as fuck. I
Not
didn't like it.
shooting the woman with the nail gun or slashing someone with a hatchet. Just the dancing.
Actually, I want to actually let me share the whole trailer. Actually, at this point, let me do this. Let me do this whole trailer.
Katie, you lost your parents.
Welcome home.
You're my niece. I'm gonna do everything I can to make this place feel like home.
Just wish I could see them again.
I'm not equipped to handle this. I don't even take care of my own plants. I have this project at work. Do you want to see?
Yes.
Ever since I was little, I dreamed of this perfect toy that would protect a kid from ever feeling lonely or sad. This is Megan.
Hi, Megan. I'm Katie. It's nice to meet you, Katie. Do you want to hang out? Okay.
Megan, your goal is to protect Katie from harm, both physical and emotional.
Is that a doll?
Model 3 generative android. Megan for short.
I can't believe you made this. I love it.
Wanna hang out, yeah, sounds like fun.
Great job.
It's nice to have a friend.
It's honestly like she's part of the family now.
They could be building emotional connections that are too hard to untangle.
She's the happiest she's been since her parents died. Eat the toppings, Katie.
Research shows if you force a child to eat vegetables, they'll be less likely to choose those foods as adults.
Is that so?
Yes, experts say.
Megan, turn off.
I thought we were having a conversation.
Does she talk? Make her say something.
Stop! Don't! Megan! You should probably run. Megan, did you push Brandon onto the road? I won't let anything harm you.
It's nice to have a friend.
Megan, turn off.
Recalibrating response model. Megan!
It's nice to have a friend.
What's wrong with you? Don't worry, Katie. I won't let anything harm you. Ever again.
It's nice to have a friend.
So it comes out next week.
All right. Yeah. Right? Creepy, right?
It all it does is it illustrates what I've said about a lot of things when it comes to technology. People don't really want this stuff. People don't want smart cars. People don't want AI things. People don't want smart devices, or people don't really want electric cars. Like let's just be real. Like it's just some innovations are just like getting in the way of shit. It's AI. I don't know why I want that. No one wants to be tricked by or feel like their devices are actually smarter than they are. Because it's just like, what's my purpose? Once the AI does what it wants to do, then people are going to ask, like, what's my reason for being here? Like, because this is better than me. I think ultimately, like, the movie looks like, I mean, I guess it's not my jam, but I guess if that's what you're into, go for it.
Well, I'm glad you bring that up because we talk about smart stuff, smart toilets, smart stoves, smart showers. We have a self-driving stroller for $3,300. It has AI. It will read the terrain and walk your kid for you. It's apparently intellect breaking, so your kid doesn't have to die. And it will stop if it's outside the proximity of you. So let's say you're walking with a stroller and you're like, I'm gonna talk to Jimmy over there, and it's like, oh, I'm in tough terrain. It will just stop. So love to hear what you think about the smart stroller.
It ain't shit. No one. The parent that would use the smart stroller is the same parent that uses the monitoring system so they can go out on a dinner date.
Yeah,
Like it's just like you're still asking someone else to be responsible for you, and the someone else you're asking isn't equipped to make real decisions.
the only thing I like about it is that it has a motorized wheels, so it's easier to push up hills.
Strollers aren't hard to push. None of them. None of
Because the
them.
babies are only like 50 pounds at best.
Like
You know
all
what
the
I'm saying?
weight of
So-
the stroller is the stroller.
Yeah.
You know, unless you put an 8-year-old in a goddamn stroller, like strollers aren't hard to push.
No, they're not. But found it out.
There's no convenience. There's no convenience for this. Like it's just this is a lawsuit waiting to happen when a kid
Oh yeah. 'Cause the
goes.
kid's
and-
gonna like roam into the street and shit and be like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, if anything, just make a remote control that you can navigate from your smartphone. Like just do
Yeah.
that.
No, but
Like
I mean,
if
you
you're gonna make it
probably could.
smart, if you're gonna make it smart, let's just have a radio control that can be hacked by someone else. Like let's just
Yeah,
go
yeah,
all the
they
way.
Just kidnap your kid and you wouldn't even know it.
Let's just go all the way. Stupid ass device. Like no one wants this shit. Nobody. And
No.
it's in the niche audience that does. It's really people who aren't suitable for like everyday life.
No.
Again, like
Yeah.
I promise you, that couple probably had this smart fucking stroller along with they went on vacation and they took their monitoring system because they knew they were going to do this shit. Their plan was to do this. Let's go out of town and I'll take the baby monitor so we can go out on a date. Because this is what the
Yeah.
fuck we do at home anyway.
Yeah. Could we? I mean, because
Shitty
that
ass
was not
people.
the first time experience.
Yeah, it's just shitty people.
So, stay online with technology. Did you know that your iPhone has a white noise feature?
I think I did. Yeah.
So apparently, if you go to settings, accessibility,
Sure.
audio and visual, you can go to background sounds and turn on the sounds. The
I can't
rain,
spell accessibility.
the ocean.
What is it? Accessibility and where else?
It was accessibility, audio, visual, background sounds. See it?
Yep. Background sounds on, bitch.
Yep, and you can pick the sound. So you can turn it on and it says sound. You can do bright noise, ocean, rain, stream, balance noise. And now you can, yeah. So it's included.
Why would I do that?
Who
Why
knows?
would I do that?
But you got it. And then so side note, so was your phone, right?
Gentle judgment, by
Did
the
you-
way. No, just
No,
judging
no,
it
that's
because I
fine.
don't know why I would use it.
No, so did you know that with the iPhone, you can just swipe at the bottom and it changes apps?
No, I didn't. Did you know if you open your mail and you want to delete messages, you can just take 2 fingers and slide it down and it'll highlight the messages already so you can just delete them.
Nice. No, I did not know that. But yeah, if you swipe, I think right, you could just go to the next app. You could literally just be like, oh, it's right to left. You can literally just swipe into the next app that you have open.
That's for sure.
Instead of like I guess swiping up and looking through the apps, you can just scroll through them. So that
Ayo
is-
technology.
yeah, technology is cool. Did not know that.
That was a song by 50 and Justin. Ayo technology. Ayo technology.
Okay, we'll jump to tech CEO arrested for allegedly spying on woman and Panera Bread restroom. You're like, well, how? How do you do that? Well, it's not as thought out as you thought. This woman was in the stall. He was the next one over and was just looking over the
Like he was standing up on the toilet looking down.
Yo, like I'm like, yo, why you had to include tech CEO? Like, I mean, like at this point, I thought there was like surveillance, there was some shit in the toilet. You know what I'm saying? Like there was like something in the toilet paper roll. No, he was literally in the stall over, literally like stood on the toilet and looked over and was like, damn, bitch. And she was like, what are you doing? And then he apparently took his shirt off, ran away, came back, got tackled by people at the restaurant and got arrested. So
He took his shirt off and panicked and ran.
yeah, I guess it's like they won't know who I am, and he kept it moving.
Well, I was, and speaking of public restrooms, I was at Target today using the urinal, and it was the urinal closest to the stall. And I looked over at the stall, and I noticed the gap between the divider and the wall was wide enough where I could see the back of the toilet in the stall. And I was like, if there was a real creep right now, and he wanted to check out some dongs,
He
could look through this. He could look through this crack.
Yeah.
I remember at one job, it was in a building that held multiple companies and organizations and stuff like that. And we had bathrooms on each floor, but down on the lower level where the cafe was, there was a bathroom, and that bathroom had more stalls. It was bigger, whatever. And one of the stalls, the handicap one, of course, whoever used it at some point during that day before I got down there, they put so much toilet paper between the gaps that it was like they built a fort in the bathroom. It was just like they were double layering the toilet paper between the gaps. It was crazy. Like, yeah, it's streaming everywhere just so you could not see. And it's like whatever he did here was either really illegal or he's just that bashful.
No, definitely. I can see illegal. It was definitely hardcore illegal.
Like he was like in there scrambling up crack, heroin, angel dust. Like he was just putting it in a Pyrex glass, just mixing it all together, putting some homemade slime in it so it's appealing to the kids. Like he must have been making like the biggest batch of drugs that you could ever imagine. You know who wasn't bashful? What? Naked Towel Guy. You remember?
Yeah, I remember him. He was crazy.
Naked Towel Guy worked in this one building, and it had other people in it, and the bathroom on the ground floor had a shower, and every so often you see this older white dude walking around naked with nothing but a towel on, and we're just like, Naked Towel Guy, because he's always naked, like barefoot, nothing but a towel just coming out the back, and
right to the sink too. Like I mean, like ass out.
He was casual. He
living his life.
He didn't have a care in the world.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was just like, hey, what's up, y'all? Like I'm.
This is 2:00 in the afternoon. Naked Towel Guy is just walking around. This wasn't like after hours or early morning.
No, like, it was definitely like I got an afternoon workout in. I'm getting my dick wet. I have no idea. Like this man was living his best life.
Every day Naked Towel Guy was in there.
Yeah, it was so wild.
It wasn't this. The building had a gym, but this wasn't. The shower wasn't connected to the gym. It was just in the public or the restroom in the area that wherever the restrooms were. And Naked Towel Guy was always in the bathroom, naked in a towel.
So wild, Joe. But yeah, no, Naked Towel Guy was crazy. Where'd I want to go? I'll go this and then I'll close it out. Funeral home owner jailed for selling body parts from over 500 victims.
Ain't shit.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
And she was also just giving people ashes, didn't give a fuck where they came from. Nah. Just like, some ashes, just put them in an urn. Here's your meemaw.
Yeah, probably even selling people on it. Like, hey, I could save you some money getting it in an urn, and then they fucking selling a leg to who the fuck? I mean, I don't know why you would need a leg, but
how much time did she get? Do you know?
No, I have no idea. But 500 body parts. I mean, that's crazy.
She was basically telling people, we're cremating your loved one. Did not cremate them. Sold them for parts to medical research labs or whatever weird shit that goes on out there and was giving the families the ashes of anything she could find that she burnt up.
I mean, she might burn the rest of them. I mean, like after you cut the arm off, I mean, you can still burn. I mean, do you really know how much body weighs in ash? Like, I mean, if
But
somebody like gave you
when
a
it comes to
body-
cremation, when it comes to cremation, it's not all your loved one anyway, because like
I'm
that
just saying,
furnace
though,
has been
like,
used before.
if you give me a ash thing, I'm not gonna be like, it's missing an arm. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna know that weight at all. Like, so even if you gave me just like 2 legs and a head, I'm gonna be like, oh, I guess that's the body, right? I mean, like, I don't know.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna like ask Reddit, like, how much should my mama or peepaw weigh after I get them cremated? Like, I don't know that. I don't
No
know that
more than
answer.
17 ounces. That's
Yo, I'd
17.
be like, oh, I only got 10. I'm missing 7 ounces, son. Where would that be missing? Is she missing a leg, an arm, a genital, a titty? I don't know what's missing.
Do you want to know, like, when you think about it, do you want to know, like,
No, I don't want to know.
that's in there, like that love box is in there, like it's all there.
You take it for granted, but I mean, like, honestly, like, if somebody legit gave you like 12 ounces of ash, are you really questioning it at all? Like,
No, and that's why she got away with
You
it.
can get an urn, you're gonna be like, this seems light. She was a big girl. Like, I mean, no, you're not. You're gonna just be like, cool. Like, you're just gonna take it in stride.
Like the fat cooked off, like it's all good.
But I mean, like, I'm saying, like, oh, she was a big bitch. I mean, why this seems light. Like, I mean, like, no one's questioning. I feel like no one ever has questioned how much an urn weighs ever. This seems light. This seems heavy. You sure you didn't add some extra? Like, do you know that?
Well, I
No.
mean, when you're greedy, it's kind of what goes along with it.
No, it's so true.
Cut corners, cut feet, cut arms, cut out, whatever, just to make an extra buck. It's shitty.
Yeah.
She was found guilty. Good
No, she
for
was.
her.
I'm glad. But my last one. Adults can use magic mushrooms in Oregon under the state certified facilitator. Now imagine this, right? You walk into like, I guess, a weed shop. I have no fucking idea how Oregon rolls, but let's say weed shops are where this mushroom is being sold.
Mhm.
Derek, who's 18, who got his first job and filled out some sort of survey online, is a state certified facilitator. Hey, Derek, I love to get high on mushrooms, and I'd love for you to walk me through this experience. And he's just like, cool. So now you're eating these mushrooms, and now you're going on a journey. And he's trying to tell you, ignore the dragons, come back to me. And you're like, you're zooted out your mind because this 18-year-old isn't doing a good job getting you back to where you need to be. Now, I've never done hallucinogenics, but I'll tell you right now, I would not trust a 20-year-old on his spring break to bring me back.
Well, if he could marry you, you might as well let him guide you through your zooting.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
You know, if I can get a certificate online, then I'm qualified.
Okay.
And I'm shooting bail. They're employed. They're helping the community. They are doing something for others.
Mm-hmm.
They're holding your hand through what could be a turbulent time. These are good people.
Nah. I just imagine, I've worked at Six Flags. I just imagine those motherfuckers being in this position, and I am scared.
I mean, you're doing mushrooms, you're probably scared anyway.
Yeah, no, you are.
Because the shit you're going to see is,
No, you about to see some other shit.
yeah, especially the first time.
Yeah. No, you about to be
You didn't know-
zooted.
It's one of those things like, I think there's a point where you can get so high, you don't even, it makes you second guess if everything else you did before was even real.
Yeah.
And I think like the first time you do mushrooms is that point. So it could be a very scary thing.
Yeah.
Like
I agree with that.
I've heard something, and this is not along these lines, but I'm just going to share it anyway. I've heard something where people who are like comatose, they say they never stopped living their life. In their mind, they were still like carrying on with their day-to-day operations. They were still going to work. They were still petting their dog. They were still going to
I
the
heard
gym.
that too, actually,
Like,
somewhere.
So it's just like, how do any of us know we're not in a coma right now?
Oh, I actually have heard this. So one of my friends has a friend that was in a coma, and they lived their high school life over again. And so sometimes when they talk, it's like, you remember when we were in high school and we did this? And it's like, that never happened. And to them, they did.
That's so real to them. Like,
but to the other person, it was like, yeah, that never happened, dog. We weren't.
One of us could be
class.
in a coma right now, and this is your story, and I have no clue.
Don't do that.
We don't know. We don't know. So if I had a God who could bring me back, I have to feel like he's going to try his best.
Derek, I need you. I need you to bring me back, dog.
Ray Sean, you got to make sure.
Ray Sean, where you at, bruh?
I don't go too deep, because if I get too deep, ain't no telling.
Inception, I might be in another time
ain't no
zone.
telling.
Like,
that's going to look bad. That's going to look bad on your intern. You only been in 90 days.
No. Yeah, you can't have me dying on your shift. Oh, I got to deal with the other shift. You know, I went too long. I'm dealing with night shift.
They hand you over like.
Yeah, I'm doing with night shift right now.
On a whiteboard and was like, yeah, he's still under. He's still under.
Night shift don't give a shit. I'm about to die. I'm gone.
Yeah, they're gonna put on the 3 6 Mafia mixtape and just be chilling.
Good luck. I wish you the best. See you soon, maybe.
Ain't nobody trained me on this.
No,
ain't
real
nobody
talk.
trained
Ain't no
me.
supervisors either, so good luck.
Ain't nobody trained me.
Nobody trained me. Good luck on your comeback, bruh. But that's all I got for this week, for the new year.
Well, if that's all you got, this has been episode 159 of the Don't Judge Me podcast. And I have to say thank you to the members of the jury for experiencing those proceedings with us. All actions have been arraigned correctly, and our judgment is this law of this land. Now, if you want to provide different input or even share an agreement with what has been presented before you, please do so in one or all of the following manners. Send an email to don'tjudgepod@gmail.com. Hit up that hotline. That number is 410-834-1562, or reach out to the Honorable Sir Nigel on WhatsApp at Don't Judge Me Podcast. And with my closing statement, I'd just like to say, enjoy life, do whatever you want with that life, just as long as you don't judge me for judging you.
Yeah, and I'll remind you guys about our Twitter and Instagram at Don't Judge Pod. Slide through, send us something, and I appreciate you. I'll leave you with this random thought process. Instead of saying, oh man, I farted, just say, pardon me, I had an anal cough.
That's disgusting, bro. Where do you get this kind of stuff from, man?
It finds me, okay? I'll tell you right now. That shit was fucking hilarious.
Anal cough. Yeah, nah. Ant said he's gonna try to join next week.
Cool.
Like I said, I'm just gonna send out the invite to him. No expectation. Just I think it's when it's more people partying, then we have a good time.
Yeah, it's fun. I always love
you know
that.
what I mean. So next week is on me. I got some things. Cool. Thinking about the things I almost slipped up and gave out a couple this week, but it's all good though. It's all good. Yeah. It content is out there. That's the thing. Content is out there. It's just on how you spin the story. Like I'll see things, and sometimes it's just like too deep, and I'm like, but I could tell us a different way. I can make this where we poke fun. Like there's a story about a dude who drove his family off a cliff.
Oh, Jesus.
Just the other day. Like 42, he was driving a California highway, a mountainside on one of those roads that's like called Devil's Curve or some shit like that.
Yeah, of course, going by above the speed limit.
Yeah, he decided to drive his family off the cliff. They went off 200 feet, landed on all 4 tires. And you know what didn't happen? Nobody died or even really got hurt.
You just play it off. I meant to do that.
So the car's mangled or whatever. It was a Tesla S or something like, I don't know. Car's mangled or whatever. So first day of the story
for Tesla. You drive this shit off a cliff, you still good.
200 feet. Everybody's supposed to die. But it landed on all 4 tires.
You're supposed to be dead.
It was his wife and his 2 kids. They're like 2 and 7. Like he was trying to kill everybody, killed nobody. And that's how they found out, because he told the truth. Like, because where the point where he left off was like, it wasn't like,
it wasn't like he lost control. It was like you planned that shit.
Yeah, like it was like the part where you pull off at, like you could pull over, and it was just like 50 feet out where you could just
he was like, no, I wanted to kill everybody.
He drove off. Like he didn't.
Can you imagine that?
He didn't break a barrier. He drove off the exit.
Imagine that though. Like imagine arguing with your wife, right? I was trying to kill us. You couldn't even do that shit right.
You couldn't even do that shit right.
You fucking
got-
failure, dog. You
we got
can't do
headaches.
nothing right in life.
We got headache. He couldn't even kill everybody the right way. Gave
Yeah.
everybody, sure they're wearing neck braces or something like that, and they got a really, really bad headache, and like post-traumatic stress. They're afraid. 200 feet though, you're supposed to die.
Yeah, you're
Boom, like you're supposed to blow up and die. But,
yeah. 200
but
feet.
I think
Like imagine like even in that moment where you like go off the cliff, it's like, what the fuck? Like, there's nothing you could. I mean, like it's probably the slowest moment in your life for that 200 feet, and then you just bounce when you land. And it's like, oh, okay.
I think the frame of the Tesla is a single piece of steel, and I think
that's
that's
some
what
good shit.
saved their life. Because
So-
like, I think it because the you know the whatever it is that makes up the car that we see, like that shit was like crumbled beyond
Yeah, of
imagining.
course.
But the frame of it was still intact, and everything else was still in play. So
So my
You
question is,
suck.
do you shoot the shot at the X? Hey, me and my wife ain't gonna work out. What's up?
I mean, she got to start her life all over again. He's probably the
Clearly,
breadwinner.
she ain't gonna be with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's over. You and your wife are done.
No, I mean,
So,
he's
I mean,
going to
like-
jail. He's going to jail. But like, I don't think anybody in their right mind could be anything to her that would be helpful to them.
No.
Because like,
I mean, like, can you imagine even that you're on a date, you're at TJ on Fridays, you're on the appetizer, you have a buy two get one free coupon. That's how I roll, right? And I'm like, yeah. So what's the craziest thing your ex has ever done? We drove off a cliff and we landed on all four wheels and we survived. Yeah, bitch, I'm good. You're toxic.
she is probably the only person that can literally say her ex was crazy. Like
Yeah,
she's not
no,
just throwing it out
definitely.
there. That's the truth. Like he was
this
crazy.
motherfucker tried to kill us and we lived. And I'm here to talk about it. I'm back out here. And where is he at? He's in jail. Oh, okay.
Back on the scene with a pocket full of green. Like
yo,
no good. She ain't gonna be no good to nobody.
no,
But
no,
like,
nobody.
I'm glad she's alive.
I'm
He's
glad
shitty.
too.
He's shitty.
That's awesome. I mean,
But-
it's always sad to hear when people take the lives of other people. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he
Like,
could have been like, hey, let's get out and take a picture. And he could have got back in the car and drove off himself.
yeah, just kill yourself. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna kill everybody else. You gonna kill your wife and kids? Goddamn! Like, what the kids do?
And didn't do it.
Yeah, you a Bama.
Lousy. You lousy.
Bama, son.
You are the worst murder suicider
Lazy.
that
Yeah.
ever lived.
Lazy.
The worst murder suicider.
No
that ever
follow
lived.
through.
Good thing.
Garbage.
It's a good thing he doesn't play basketball because he definitely won't have that gooseneck for his follow through on his shot.
No,
because
gooseneck, all air ball, taking all
just
the air
bricks,
in the court.
just smacking it,
Yep.
hitting the backboard.
Yep. Garbage.
Just what it is. So, sir, I think that's it for me. Look forward to doing this again next week. And just to like, I don't know if you looked at data or the numbers, but they missed us because we got quite a bit of plays on all of our previous episodes
I mean,
up
I
into
would
this one.
miss us.
So, appreciate you all if you're watching this live on the YouTube.
Yeah, and just in general, because I mean, like, we're here. New year, new us. Well, not new us, improved us, better us, and we're gonna do our thing. So
Smart
stay tuned
us.
and enjoy us. Yes,
Artificially intelligent us.
yes, exactly. We
That's
got
what it is.
smart podcast mics. Who
Yeah,
knows?
that part. All right, Mike.